This is Eagle News, Washington, D.C., and I am Jennifer Polintan. Many often wonder, where are the women in esports? EBC New York is at PAX East in Boston to find women's place in this male-dominated industry. Joanne Blanco-Soriano reports.
The popularity of the video game industry has skyrocketed. I'm here in Boston at PAX East, one of the largest video game conventions in the world. The Penny Arcade Expo is a series of gaming conventions dedicated to one of the oldest geek hobbies, gaming. What started out as a small convention in 2004, PAX has grown into an international phenomenon, holding conventions in Seattle, San Antonio, and even Melbourne, Australia. Here in Boston, PAX East continues to grow alongside the video game industry, garnering tens of thousands of attendees and showcasing not only the newest video games, but the newest gaming hardware, merchandise, and indie developers making their mark in the digital world. While the industry has long been male-dominated, women have begun to make their presence known as consumers, developers, online personalities, and even professional esports athletes. We speak with several people in the industry as they share their experiences with women becoming a greater force in this male-dominated field.
Women could be writers. My boss at .esports is our managing editor. He's in charge of the site. Makeup artists, chefs, player management, coaching. You can be a pro player. Just got to put in the work. You know, there's no reason why a woman can't be a pro player.
Still intimidating to a lot of them, I think, because a lot of these games are very complicated, are very high skill intensive. So games like Counter-Strike, require a lot of twitch reflex, and a lot of women don't learn that early on. Where I think guys are kind of taught about that a little bit better. But I do think they are trying to learn better, though. I do see, you see especially at the younger ages, girls are getting into like Fortnite, Minecraft, all these really popular games. And I do think that has an effect on how they really how they're enthusiastic when they're older.
I think there's a very big gap. It's notorious that in events and in industry in general, there's very few female developers and also gamers. But I do think that there's a positive trend, like more inclusion. So that's why I'm very positive about how the industry is changing.
In our studio, since it's almost 50-50 women to men, there isn't much of a difference, like how women's and men's are treated.
Our boss, he was really wanted to be all equal between us, so that's what I really appreciated.
Yeah, our boss is very supportive of everyone around.
I definitely feel like as a gamer and someone within the industry, I've definitely seen that there's particularly more men than women in the industry, both on, especially on the fan side, I'd say. I don't have that much knowledge of, like I said, inner workings of companies, but definitely it seems like, especially just being here at PAX, there's definitely a plethora of more men than women, it seems. I think that one of the great things about our game is that it's not necessarily trying to be hip or cool or whatever, trying to compete with any of those standard metrics that I think a lot of mainstream games are going for, which kind of go for that because they're geared towards that specific demographic. I think Cook So Delicious 2 is just trying to be fun. It's trying to be about something interesting. It's food. Everybody loves food. And I think that's one of the things about this game that makes it kind of stand out. We've had a really good showing of people from all ages and all demographics at our booth. It's been really, really nice that way to kind of be in that small section of PAX where that's happening, because, again, I look around and that's not what I see everywhere.
While women are slowly moving ahead in professional esports, we have seen today that they are a prominent force in the development of the games themselves. Reporting from Boston, this is Joanne Blanco-Soriano, and I am 1 with 25.
Thanks, Joanne. That is today's Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Join us tomorrow for stories that matter to you. Visit our website at Eaglenews.PH, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/EagleNewsPH. Thank you for watching. I am Jennifer Polintan, and I am 1 with 25.